I started out in 2002 at a mid-sized mortgage broker, maybe 50 to 75 originators. That's where I met my husband. We both were in the mortgage industry for several years, and when things started to go downhill in the crash, we both worked there, had a family.
1929, you don't look that old.
I started when I was like 5, so I left that out. But so when things started to get a little crazy in the mortgage industry, you know, we were both working on commission, raising a family. We decided we better maybe look at a different path. So we actually both went into banking. And my husband's still in banking. He's a commercial lender. And I worked in banking for several years, and an opportunity came up about 7 years ago. And my husband, it actually came to him, and he came to me and talked to me about, like, how would you feel about starting your own company? So there was a large real estate company in our market, and they were looking for a mortgage lender. So back in 2018, I took a leap of faith, and I have an affiliate partnership with the real estate company, and that's how we created More Than a Mortgage. So we started out very small, but are slowly growing, but are comfortable where we are as well.
So you're gonna find something as we go through our panelists, and any panel that you've seen that's made up of originators, mortgage brokers, risk takers, and I think probably everybody that does this in the room kind of understands that, because that's who we are. As an originator, there's no safety net. There is no, oh, you know what, I'll take the week off and I'll still earn tons of money. You gotta work hard all the time, every day.
And it was a book, an opportunity for me to talk about twice having clinical depression, about the losses I took, about the implosion of the market in '07 when I had to close H&R Block Mortgage and put myself and 1,300 people out of work. It was about the overcoming. It's about why my coach has made a difference in my life and submitted myself to that. Finally, 2 years ago, my older sister lost her life. She attempted suicide and then died from her injuries. I found her. The next day when I woke up, I called my grief counselor that's on my staff at 2020, because we're a holistic firm that has health and wellness and are well-rounded. We understand business people have more than just business and tactical matter and economics and math calculations, and I asked him to do a 2-hour session with me. I submitted myself to that because I knew that the next thing I needed to do was save my life. I have submitted myself consistently to coaching and consulting my entire career. Rick was my coach for 3 years. Tim was my coach for 2 years. I would let Amir coach me any day. And I'm still getting coached by Jay Duran, and he's probably somewhere here in the audience, and I submit myself 6 hours a month to that.
I don't jail keep anything. Everything's recycled. I just internalize it, and I've just given it all through my social media. There's never been a more important time than right now for full just transparency. We have to share, we have to give, and I give every single day. And so guys, you know, my story is not conventional to most people. I was not born in this country. I was born in Iran in 1985, and most people don't know, from 1980 to 1988, Iran had an 8-year war with neighboring country Iraq. 1 million people died in that war. My uncles all came back with post-traumatic stress disorder, and my dad and mom and myself, we had to pack our bags and leave everybody with very little money. And we went to London, couldn't get jobs there. We went to San Francisco, couldn't get jobs there. We came to Chicago, and my mom couldn't get a job at McDonald's, and my dad was a shoe salesman making $3.75 an hour. We lived in a 500 square foot apartment. We moved 6 times until I was the age of 12. I didn't speak English, I got bullied, I had a learning disability, it was very difficult. So the question is, how does coaching make an impact? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for coaching. It has saved my life. When I was a senior in high school, I had a 1.7 GPA. I was not ready to graduate, but my dear mentor, Mr. Reardon, my first mentor, looked me in the eye and said, Amir, son, your past doesn't matter. It's about what you do now. Real school starts after school ends. It just takes one person who are in the lowest point to just believe in us and give us that feedback to bounce out of it.